Now, America is imploding from within. Now, everything looks great from the outside. Think of a building that's about to implode. Now, perhaps all the windows have been taken out, but the structure of the building is still intact. And the demolition company, they'll give you a warning before they demolish the building, before they set off those charges. And that's where we're at in America. Now, this country is still standing, yeah, but all the charges have been set and are about to go off. If you look at the surge in bankruptcies, if you look at what's happening in the commercial real estate sector, if you look at all the factories and plants closing in this country, the amount of people who are being laid off, the amount of inflation that everyday Americans are dealing with, we're in big trouble. And there's nothing over the horizon that I see that's going to fix it. The debt keeps piling up. The average person continues to take on more debt and is becoming poor. The amount of pink slips, they're increasing, and the amount of bankruptcies, they're just going off the charts. Now, this is a springtime, April, May, June, July. These months usually see the economy booming. Construction, spending, people planning their vacation, taking their vacations, people planning their weddings. This is the time of year when that happens. And we're seeing the opposite. We're seeing a slowdown that's happening now. And we just saw the weekly jobless claims take an inch up. And we just saw the last monthly jobs report come in big underestimates. And if that's a trend, it's a trend in the wrong direction and a trend at the wrong time of the year. If we're being told by the government and the media that the economy is great right now, but it's actually slowing, what happens later in the year when the economy usually begins to slow down? We're going to be in big trouble. We're going to be talking about a nuclear winter. And on top of that, in mid-October, we're going to be coming up on that extending the U.S. debt. And I did a previous video where, in my belief, it's going to be absolute chaos. The government is going to be shut down come mid and late October. And I've got a feeling we're going to be without a Speaker of the House. And in my belief, this is going to be purposeful because we've never had those two things happen while an election is going on, while general election is going on. And the more chaos, that might actually benefit one side. But what does that mean for you? Well, if you're dependent on federal checks or somehow getting a paycheck from the federal government, whether it's directly or through a work contract, you're going to be in trouble because, in my belief, this isn't going to get resolved until after the inauguration. And we're going to be talking about 2 months during the holidays where millions of Americans are not going to be getting paid. And that's going to be another gut punch for this economy. So if you look over the horizon, everything is funneling, everything is leading to a rapidly weakening economy. Now, on the street level, things are already bad. The average person is just getting by. Now, conversely, we have Wall Street saying that the economy is doing great. But ask your mechanic, ask your grocery store worker, ask them how they're doing. Ask them how their portfolio, how their shares in Microsoft and NVIDIA are doing. And you're going to get a bunch of blank stares because the bottom 50% of America, they're not in stocks. So the stock market moving up at record highs, they're not benefiting. And in many cases, it's doing the opposite. It's actually hurting them because it's pulling up inflation. Now, oil and gasoline, they've gone down, but other commodities have gone up. We've seen coffee, we've seen copper, we've seen aluminum. Some of these other commodities have gone up, and that's going to filter down to higher costs to the consumer. Yeah, you're getting a break on gasoline, but you're paying for it if you need a new muffler. So we're going to be in big trouble, folks. And my advice is, if you can, save as much money as you can for a rainy day, because my feeling is after Labor Day, it's going to get hectic. Now, for those of you who have money, there are going to be tons of opportunities. Once we go into a recession/depression, you're going to be able to pick up properties and investments at pennies. So we've got a few months, in my opinion, to prepare. The windows have been taken out, the charges have been set, and the foreman is about to set count for the implosion. America, are you ready? Now, if you like this type of content, please like and subscribe. Thanks for watching.